On this week's episode, Hannah's going to be whipping up some fresh strawberry pie. We went to visit our friends over at Future Visions Farms to pick some of their fresh strawberries. Be sure to check them out for some of the best local produce in West Tennessee. Jesse and Tyler taught us a lot about how strawberries are grown, and there was a huge difference between the way that these fresh strawberries tasted versus store-bought. They were much sweeter and had so much more flavor. And that helped make this the perfect summertime dessert.
So now that we have our fresh strawberries, thanks to Jesse and Tyler at Future Visions Farms, we're going to get started on our pie. First, we need to cut off the stems of the strawberries, and then we want to cut those strawberries into bite-sized pieces. I like to cut them into fourths, but you can cut them any way you like. This recipe is a great summertime dessert. You can use fresh strawberries, and it's super easy to make. It's impossible to cut fresh fruit and not taste one for yourself. Just make sure no one's watching when you take a bite. So for this recipe, we wanted to use a pre-made crust. We'll do a crust recipe later on, but we wanted to keep this super simple. We just used a crust from your local grocery store. You want to get them in the frozen section, and you'll just follow the directions on the back of the package to cook the crust before you start. Once the crust is cooled, you want to go ahead and put your strawberries in the bottom of the crust. You can layer them however you like. Just make sure not to fill it too full because you will be adding a filling. So now we're going to get started on the filling. You want to add 1 cup of water to your pot, and then we're going to add 1 cup of sugar and go ahead and stir that together. After that's good and mixed, we're going to add 3 tablespoons of cornstarch. Then we're going to go ahead and stir that again until it's good and mixed. We're going to keep stirring until this thickens up. Then we're going to add 1 package of strawberry jello to the mix. And we're going to stir again until it's completely mixed, and then keep stirring over heat until this thickens up even more. Just make sure that while you're waiting for this to thicken up, you are continuously stirring. There's a lot of sugar in this and we don't want it to burn. Once your filling is to the right consistency, we're going to set this to the side. Be careful because it's hot and you don't want to spill it and make a mess like your husband would. Now we're going to grab our pie crust from earlier with our strawberries in the bottom, and we're going to get ready to add our filling. You want to make sure your strawberries are spaced evenly so you get a good strawberry with every bite.
Wait.
You have to always be ready to defend your pie anytime. So now we're going to add the filling. You just want to pour over your strawberries and into your crust. Be careful because the filling is hot, but we just want to cover all of the strawberries with the filling. Once you've added your filling, you want to take the pie and put it into the refrigerator and let it cool for a couple of hours. After it's cooled, you can take it out and cut it into slices however you like. We love to top ours with some Cool Whip to make it the perfect summer dessert. This is a super simple recipe and it's one of our favorites. If you enjoyed this type of content, go give it a like. Be sure and go subscribe to our YouTube channel. Let us know what recipes you would like to see us cook.